That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Say something crazy, bro. It just is what it is, straight like that. So, yeah. That's all I had to say on that front of the championship tour coverage, and Gino's comment about the statue. Okay, now to the next thing. So Flau'jae, man. So Flau'jae, she went on our podcast today. She put out a new episode of Best of Both Worlds. It's been a little minute. She said she took a hiatus from social media and the internet after they lost in the Elite Eight. And so this is the first time she's really kind of come out publicly and spoken. Obviously, she declined to declare for the draft and she was coming back. But she didn't specify who was going to be with. Like they said, the reports were from ESPN that there was a chance that she could go into the portal. And her momager, Miss Kia Brooks, she tweeted out that the portal's going crazy. You never know. You're going to have a lot of surprises coming up. And she put the little popcorn emoji and a basketball emoji. That's something we talked about. I came up here and reacted to that and said, knowing Miss Kia or knowing the moves and the things and the way Miss Kia has kind of moved from afar, because I do not know that woman personally, things of that sort. And seeing how Flau'jae has moved always from the time that I met her and the things that she's said and the way that her mindset goes, even on this episode, it's evident all throughout the episode. She's huge on business and her mom is huge on business. I think being open to the transfer portal, saying that you're open to the transfer portal, is literally a negotiation tactic to get LSU to give more money. So that's what I personally thought going into it and everything. So I didn't think Flau'jae was actually going to go. I think she was just using that as leverage at the negotiation table. She gets on, and the comment section is like, "Fo, we are so glad you're coming back for one more season to win the championship." She never specifically says in the podcast, "I'm coming back to LSU." One thing she did say though was she said she had some interesting offers out there, and she had a sit down and a real talk with Kim Mulkey where she discussed how she felt about the direction of her career, the direction of the program. They sat down and came to, I guess, a truce or whatever. And so you can insinuate that that means that she's coming back to LSU, but she didn't just upright say it. So before we go ahead and work to get that confirmed, and you know what I'm saying, my coworker, I'll leave that up to him. I don't want to step on his toes and his beat in his pond in his land. But yeah, yeah, we'll come back when that's confirmed. But yeah, that's what it is so far. Also, another interesting thing, she said a lot of interesting offers. If you're not officially in the portal, programs can't call you. They can't call you. Like, they're not allowed to call you and give you offers and say, we got this money for you. If you're not in a portal, they can't do that. Like, literally. So I don't know when she said offers, if she meant like NIL collectives and alumni chapters and stuff like that were contacting her through her manage. I don't know how that works because I don't know if that's legal. That might be legal because it's officially not the school. You know what I'm saying? Since it's not the school athletics, they're not affiliated with them. They just give money. And they're like, if you come here, our alumni association came up with $3 million to give you next year. I don't know how that works, but that is something that we're gonna have to kind of take a look at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like free agency, right? In free agency, literally, you're not officially allowed to talk to people until a certain time in free agency and pro sports, right? So it's like the same thing with this, right? You can't talk to a kid in college after the season before a certain time, after a certain time. And you can't talk to them at all if they're not even in the portal. They're not even a free agent. Their contract isn't even up to be, you know, giving it the comparison to professional sports. This is just something like, money and this is all new, right? Or legally, this is all new. So just figuring out ways to kind of navigate that. I'll pull up the little clip of Flau'jae talking about this on our pod, and then so you guys can see for yourself what she said, so I didn't misquote her. I'll go back 5 more seconds, and yeah.
Cause it was some interesting offers. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Cause it was some interesting offers. You know what I'm saying? But I talked to Coach Moki, and we had a real conversation, and I told her some real stuff about how I've been feeling, and I think that conversation really helped us and see what we both, you know what I'm saying, what we both see, and how I can make this year my best year. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here. This portal crazy.
So that's like her kind of saying like all but saying I'm coming back to LSU. But she didn't just outright say I'm coming back to LSU. I don't know. I look at things like literally, like you literally need to. And yo, people, overtime, my people as well. All them years I done covered OTE. All them years I done covered the girls takeover weekend, right? And I covered the new league when y'all had the girls league last summer. And I covered, I know y'all not affiliated with the Castanat League, but the Little Basketball Association at OTE Arena, everything like that. Y'all, it's all love. I'm throwing up the O's right now. Fun fact, I applied for a job at Overtime in like 2019. It was a strenuous process to like apply for. Like I had to like create reels and stuff like that. I didn't get the job. But shout out to Overtime. I'm saying all this to say, please rock with your boy. Y'all done use my clip from when I took the video of Flau'jae at the game. Y'all used it in the reel promoting the pod when she's talking about her at the game. Didn't tag me in it, didn't credit me in it. I'm not tripping. It happens. I posted on Twitter. That's what happens when you post it on Twitter, especially if you don't put no watermark on your stuff. I'm saying all this to say, please do not copyright this video. Please. Because I reacted to 30 seconds of the video. Please don't grab that 30 seconds and copyright it so I can't. Let a young brother eat, man. That's all I'm saying. Let a young brother eat. But yeah. I definitely just wanted to kind of point that out. She said that parts of her reasons of coming back, and another side, she said the upcoming CBA in the WNBA. So next season, the WNBA is going to have a new CBA, and players are presumptively going to be getting paid more money. And then also she said she want to really win another national championship. She said she couldn't go out on a loss. She just couldn't do that. So there's that. Next thing I want to shout out, man. I want to shout out Liv Hoops, bro. She had a huge benchmark, a huge accomplishment today in the world of HBCU athletic media. And yeah, by giving a scoop.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.